We'll get this game done. Progress. Settings again. Now I'm nearing the end. I really want to do more again. We just did Lands West. Oh my god. Any crusade stuff going on with our main army? Move. Reinforcements on the way. Crusade stuff? Nothing right now. Wait, was there an invitation to go back? That's just bugged. It's there forever. Oh yeah, for Sealer's quest. Sealer's companion quest. Human. We're gonna get the bandits or what? We're gonna be getting the Dragon Slayers. There are bandits as well. Dragon Slayers. Compared to Rangers. What are they like compared to Rangers? They are a bit better compared to Rangers. Twice as good. But where were marksmen, I think? 2 attacks. 19 and 19. Had a bit less damage. Compared to the marksman. But you get 2 attacks, so I don't want bandits in my army, but have whatever we got. Whatever's best. Assassin, we got assassins and bandits. Research DPS. Yeah, I was safe to get the bandits then. What have I got in my army right now? Hardened veterans, dwarves, hedge knights, assassins. We'll continue getting. Next slot will be Dragon Slayers. The next slot after that, bandits. If we get 2 more slots, maybe. Okay. Continue exploring as we can. Bone Hills. The surroundings of local hills are covered with bleached carcasses, gnawed to the bone, those of crusaders, animals and demons alike. It's clear that whoever lives here never says no to a meal, no matter its contents. The stench is so overwhelming that even the most hardened veterans can't move through it without vomiting.
Everyone counts on me.
I've got no more rejuvenating poems left. I've got... Ava's got restoration. Although the diamond dust now. Costs nothing now. Low heals first.
We should prepare.
Well, these caves are quite big. Okay. Get some angels out to help. Some bogeymen. Some fairies.
Rely on me. Manishrim Sukino.
I'm gone.
Oh, these looks like the runes of Aslan. Symbols. I can find the other puzzle pieces here. Bodies. Oh, Nibasu. Volokai, Chief Assassin. Death is too good for you. Your corpse will serve me. Oh god.
Follow my steps.
Oh, put death magic community on.
Let's head out.
A bright future awaits us.
Can we retreat already?
Yeah, you can ignore me.
This will leave a bruise.
What? Stick attack, stick attack, stick attack. Fuck's sake. Oh, look at the buffs up there, man. An air elemental form.
I'm alright. I'm alright.
Song off.
Leave a bruise.
This
What if it's well? Jesus. Wow, there's so many Nibasu. What person I am? Jesus. It's a will spell. Shoot for one. He can't be stuck at all. Still stuck there. Shouldn't come. I don't do anything to him. I've got shield. Okay. Nothing. Healing that time.
This'll leave a bruise.
We need a
Cover me, all right?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
attack.
Your performance is lacking. You
Stab
are
you or zap
lacking.
you? Why not both? Tactical retreat! No? I'm not nearly rich enough. Die already. Distract them from me.
Decided level. Fuck.
Exciting part.
Patricio Turinos. Patricio Turinos.
Oh, come on. Spied.
This thing refuses to.
Damn it. I'm gonna go into element form with this dude with sneak attacks. Immune sneak attacks.
We will win this war.
Get less armor, but immunity to sneak attacks.
Fighting for a righteous cause is certainly different from a simple massacre. The former is more bloody and performed with pinkies out.
In range of Shield of Law.
Everyone counts on me. Sight.
Shit, you level drain. Death Ward. Incastado.
See that?
Some more bogeymen. try that out.
Is this a mock fight?
Yeah, boots give him freedom of movement now. Yeah.
Cover me, alright? Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
What in the fuck? Oh, they did like strength drain or something. I webbed. We webbed a fire elemental. Okay. Well, interesting. Well, that is something. I thought he has freedom of movement. Gain the boots give him a constant freedom of movement spell effect. And why does he get webbed then?
Distract them from me.
I don't understand how he gets webbed. You just didn't do anything. Take it.
Our duty calls.
I'll take it. You don't have anything on him. Ooh, more the other puzzle. Okay. Fire elemental didn't do anything. Stuck in webs. How can a fire elemental get stuck in cobwebs? Magical cobwebs, I guess. Increased critical chance. When you get a critical hit, the enemy doesn't get its dexterity burst to armor for a while. One uses like hand axes there. Found puzzle pieces. I thought the area looked big. It's not. Okay. Welcome to the other puzzle now. Final one. Wow. Last of those four, then there's. We'll go through there. Thing. Wait, what's wrong with me? I am exhausted. Hey. You get the puzzle now. And this is the puzzle. I haven't done yet. The pieces are the pieces always near that place then? That makes sense. What? Get down. Been here, so we teleported, but yeah, this is the last one. Okay, then let's do this. And then oh wow. Okay then. Get out, Ninny, out, Evu.
Rely on me.
The road awaits.
I will help where I can.
Alright, puzzle time. An S and an L. A U and an F. S and a U and an L. That must equal that, and that must equal that. So this must be a double. That must be double. And only these things can be there. What? That can't be right.
Lead on.
It's impossible. Oh no, you can't put anything in here. Oh, yes you can. This one. Yeah. Oh, this isn't
no
one.
trouble.
Oh. That isn't one. This is one. This one. This one. This one. Whew. Yeah. Okay. All these forms are the same. 1, 2, 3. Some of these puzzles here. That's. Oh, there's more clues over here. Okay, cool. Okay. Well. This has to be Z or L. This one right here. But this is saying in this column only L. Z. This is saying Z can't be in this column. So that must be L. L. And then that one must be. Well, for an L and a U or an L and an S. Or an L and an L. That's double L. Yeah. Too many options.
Together we stand.
Those must be L.
This is simple.
Oh, is it? What about L? Can I do much more than that? This must be an F. Or a U. We can get to this one. We need the points of intersection, so that and there. All we can determine is L. There's too many other options left. We can intersect these two. Try and do this one. This area first. This seems the best bet.
A bright future awaits us.
You know, this one must be in a Z or an L. And then this. These Z's are the Z and an F. So these two options. S and an L. Only S's and L's. This can be either S or L. And this can be either L and Z. Alternate options there.
Lead on.
L and S. What have we got? L's and S. Double L's. What a double S? No. Got an L and an S? We do. Double L, but then an L and an S. So, let's just list these out then. Start listing them out. I think L and L, L and S, or double S. It's the only possible options for this one. So writing this down. So L and L or L and S, go from there. This puzzle is called the Final Veil. Let's start with double L, go from there. In that case,
It is no trouble.
this must be L. Either L and F or L and U. L and U. L and Z. L and U or L or F. So that one or that one. L and U or L and F. We know that this must be an L then. So go this way first. That must be an L. So I'm looking for a Z and L or L and L.
On my way.
Get the option. There's an option S and L, isn't there? Okay. One. Domino 2. So number 1. Wait, that could be. Oh god. Oh god. Try L and U. Must be L and L or Z and L. Must be Z and L. Well, Z backwards.
This is simple.
Shut up. Shut up, Sylvan. This must be L or S. So that must be L or S. And that is definitely Z in that case. For Z and L or Z and an S. Makes sense. S and if you use there, then the other one must be F. For an S and F. So far I've not had multiple choices.
I'll see what I can do.
Left. So 2 decisions. Okay, still going. Still choices left here.
Lead on.
Yeah. This must be U and then Z or L. U and Z or U and L. U and Z. And then wait, what? Why can I place U and U there? Why can I? Oh, okay. It places it like that. Okay. Okay. And that must be Z and F. No. Okay. See any choice? There's too many choices there, probably still. Yeah. Still going with this solution. First one I put. Well, that's good. Some choices.
It is no trouble.
You know that this must be L. And that matches up. There's 2 Z's, so the last one must be L. Oh, nice. Okay.
On my way.
I've done it with my first choice. Try different combinations. L, and then what can this be then? L and L, U, or S. L, U, and S. 3 different choices there. L and U, L and S, L and L. Is there a double L? There is not. It cannot be that one. L and U or L and S. It's an L and S, 2 of them. Change the way this works though. No L and U left. 6 things left. 1, 2. Yeah. I think I
No
changed the way it
reason to
works.
pause.
It must be L and S. There's no L and U. This means this must be S and U. Yeah, she's available. Oh my god. And then these last, looking for F and something, and then L and the same something. There's an F and a U and an F and an L. L and an S and an L and an F. L and F, L and S. Do F and U. Is there an L and U? So to the other one, F and L. I'm for double L. It's not available. No, this is the wrong solution. No. And one left here. Some choices here. U and U. No. So let's not this route. Okay, but to L and L, and then L and F. Combination. Oh, what? Trophy. What are you? Trophy? So, LNL and then LNF. Oh god.
This is simple.
Shut up. Next combination then. Go all the way back. We did L and U. Now I replace that with L and F. L and it's been L and Z or L and L. It's been L and Z. Is there? It's been, if they're all L's, that must be an S. So I'm looking for a Z and S. Then S and something. So those are the choices. So what about, well, must be S and F or S and U. S and F. Or S and U. Which exists as well. This must be F and Z or F and L. Two choices there. Two choices here. F and Z or F and L. F and S. Z. F and L. There is no F and L. Must be F and Z. Now can we finish this, knowing that we got, so that was S and U or S and F. That's a U or F, that's a U or F. For Z and U or Z and F. Z and U is the only option. Wait, well if that is F, that must be U. Oh yeah. Yeah, and that's U, so that must be S and U. Which is available. Yes. Okay. Second part. Wait, we knew from this there is no L and L if we pick it here. So we know. And there was no L and U as well. L and L, L and U, L and S. No L and L. L and U. He's there. This time. And LNS, is LNS there? LNS is there as well. So we have two possible choices here. Let's go for L and U. First one. Which is that one. And then this must be U and F. Okay. L and U. Must be one S here. That must be L. Must be L and S. There's two L and S still. And this is U and S. Must be. And there's no left. No. So that is not the right solution either. Okay. So remove L and U. Back. And then put L and S there instead. I'll go that route. This must be S and F.
We will win this war.
This must be U. There must be at least one U in as well. It must be L and U. Which is available. And this must be W. Ooh, there is. And then S and something. One choice left. Ah. Ah. And let's go. Pew. L and L.
Anything new?
Ready?
Everyone counts on me.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Ruby. Falchard. 200. 5k. Plus 5 radiant. Nullifying. Whenever you successfully charge an enemy, they gain. The wielder gains spell resistance equal to 11 plus their character level. Whoa. Level 20, that's 31. For 3 rounds. Nullifying. Suppresses a creature's spell resistance for a short amount of time. Anytime the weapon strikes the enemy, an enemy with spell resistance, the target's spell resistance is reduced by 1 for 1 minute. And it keeps stacking. Critical hits reduce it by 2. No one uses that though. But awesome. More Elven notes for Storyteller. I've got a couple more now, I should hand them back to him. that is it. Those puzzles. There's the main puzzle. I've not got the pieces for yet.
Let's head out.
Oh, it's like a triple one. These ones are. Oh god. And these are all the clues. Oh my god.
Let us be careful.
And then, so we'll head back up this way. We got main army. Get to him. Chanting the cool. Priests of Sarenrae immersed in meditation have received a sign from the goddess. The message was mysterious and unclear, but the priests agree on one thing. The time of the faultless daybreak has passed. The advocates of peace among them claim that this is the hour of the triumphant noontide, yet their belligerent opponents believe in the advent of the sanguineous sundown. Allows the wearer 3 times a day to raise a deceased ally for 2 to 3 rounds. However, after this time, the ally dies again. Huh. Whenever the enemy gets a critical hit against the wielder of the scale mail, every enemy in 30 feet must pass a fortitude saving throw of 20 or become blinded and suffer positive energy damage. A successful saving throw negates blindness and halves the positive energy damage. They're always going to get a fortitude saving throw of 20. Easy. But it is a constant what's that, 4 to 24 would be 2 to 12. 2d6. Oh, you can tweet any of them really. Yeah. The goddess's patience has run out, and now she's willing to bring down her wrath on her dark enemies. Her power will smite the impure as the once scourge Rovagug. The sun will drive away the darkness and incinerate its minions in this last bloody sunset. Tiefling's rights. To the decree. People of many nations treat tieflings with hostility and suspicion because of their race. News that Mendev is willing to accept them as equal subjects with full rights will spark the interest of many tieflings across Galarian. Do it. You can't swim. Oops. Get past the demon fort. I don't think you can get past demon forts whatsoever. Yeah, you can get past demon armies, but not demon forts. It's gonna be Keeney the Ghost again, as we've done in the puzzle.
Should prepare.
Jesus.
Tread lightly.
The hell? Jubilost! No way! Unexpected sounds break the menacing, monotonous atmosphere of the world wound. Business-like chatter, the lazy neighs of ponies, the clatter of instruments, and rising above everything else, a rather expressive voice. Flying ship! How could you even think of proposing such a thing? Next you'll tell me we should travel by portals or streak across the sky in a winged chariot. Jubilost from the best game. And don't look at me like that. I know what you mean. That this card has experienced things you wouldn't see in your worst nightmare. That it's time to retire and put its wheels up beside the fire, axles creaking as it tells its cart grandchildren stories of its wild youth. That I can afford more reliable transportation than this wreck. To this I will say that great explorers and discoverers set out on expeditions on foot. They didn't complain about it. Yet you can't even survive comfortable ground-based travel in an ordinary car. Car's broken down again. Real. And with that, the owner of the expressive voice turns to you and nods as if he didn't expect to see anyone else. Jubilos Narthropple, I'm just passing through. See that in world knowledge check. The name is familiar to you. Narthropple is an eccentric gnome scholar from Absalon, traveller, explorer, popularizer of science, journalist, and author of a dozen books and countless articles. Due to his overly sharp tongue, he's been sentenced to death or exile by no fewer than 3 or 4 nations of Galarian. Every year, new rumours surface of his death at the hands of some offended monarch or another. I heard about you. You're a scientist and explorer, aren't you? Nenio, absorbed in her scribbling, raises her head at the mention of the name Jubilos Narthropple, the author of Distillation of Magical Liquids in the Field. Jubilos, yes, that's me. I take it I have the honour of speaking to a fellow scientist. Nenio and Jubilos, me. With a fellow scientist and successful rival, a future successful rival, I intend to take your place in the department at the College of Mysteries, on my way to the headmaster's seat naturally. By the way, the blood of mythic demons cannot be distilled by your method, and neither can the slime of an ordinary carnivorous blob. Obviously not. Jubilos doesn't seem offended. On the contrary, he is looking at Nenio with growing interest. My distillation method was developed for distillations carried out on the material plane, for liquids originating on the material plane. Demon blood does not meet these conditions. For extraplanar liquids, I've developed a new method, described in my article in the first issue of National Alchemy in 4817. In issue 4817. Deception check passed. That's a year. That's a whole century away before we get to issue 4817. Yes, of course, that's correct. But the article was scheduled for publication in advance. Jubilos says, but he sounds uncertain. Anyway, to be fair, I do not require data on exoplanar entities for my encyclopedia. Therefore, demons and their blood as such do not interest me. But I have not yet finished this section on cult alchemists. The main focus of their work is potions based on demon blood. To support my thesis that the average cult alchemist lacks any real knowledge of the subject, I need to make a breakthrough in this field. An approach worthy of a true scientist. I wish I could linger and try to reconstruct my method from memory, but I don't have any time to spare. Jubilos sighs with obvious regret. So you're an encyclopedist, and at the same time a practitioner and a field researcher? That's right, I'm Nenio. I just need to clarify a couple of details. I'll figure out the rest on my own. Of course, I'd be happy to be of assistance. Even if nothing comes of it, we could continue this discussion by correspondence. There's some sort of scientific flirtation or what? Listen in silence. It's certainly possible, but let's return to the issue at hand. To what degree should I saturate the blood with steam during distillation? My previous attempt resulted in an explosion, which suggests the durability of a standard distillation apparatus is not without limit. To what degree? Saturate what? Jubilos' expression changes drastically. You're using direct distillation? I am. Dry steam distillation is not a viable option. What absolutely, utterly inconceivable nonsense! In my second article in National Alchemy, I proved beyond the shadow of a doubt that direct distillation is not suitable for magical liquids, and only a properly isolated steam coil allows us to consider the distillation process effective. Jubilos glares at Nenio. We're gonna be here all day. We've got the two eccentric scientists meeting. Is our dream come true? 2+ from the first game, Nenio in this one. Nenio. In this section of my encyclopedia detailing the uses of distillation apparatuses, I completely unravel every argument of your work on the benefits of dry steam distillation. Ha! Jubilos folds his arms in indignation. Then his expression shifts to boredom. So you're interested in distillation, dear colleague? Excellent. Then subscribe to National Alchemy and wait until my article reaches these parts. I'm afraid I'm in a rush and cannot offer you any advice on the subject. So where did we leave off, Commander? I've heard rumours of your death. Jubilos shrugs in an emphatic, dismissive way. These rumours never stop. I'm not a desk jockey, but a field researcher and a cartographer. I spend most of my time on the road, stopping only briefly to finish a paper or give a lecture. Every time the unknown of new mysterious lands swallows me, my detractors jump up at the chance to spread stories of my death. I've been credited with perishing in the depths of the Eye of Abendago, meeting my end at the hands of the Whispering Tyrant when Lastwall fell, and many far less impressive deaths, such as being drowned by kobolds in a river in a place not marked on any map. Nay. That's where we found him. Fighting kobolds. Hogwash! I do not imagine myself immortal, but so far I've been able to avoid meeting Pharasma. There's still so much to learn about this world. See it as a world knowledge check. Jubilos's speech seems confident, and there's no reason to doubt his words. Yet he mentioned the fall of Lastwall was a well-known fact, but you know for certain this nation is alive and well. Strange. Would he say that then? Like one of your... How do you know I'm the commander? I haven't introduced myself. Jubilos adjusts his glasses. Obviously, it's about my acumen. Surely you didn't expect a renowned scientist to be so ignorant as not to recognize the most significant historical figure of this region and era? So you just happen to be passing through so deep in the world wound? What's bothering you? Of course, I didn't mean to say this happened by accident. Passing through simply means I do not intend to conduct extensive research or educational work here. Just make a few observations here and there. I have one of your books. Would you autograph it for me? An unexpected request, but admittedly a pleasant one. Of course I will. Why not? Jubilos takes the worn book from you, and his amiable expression suddenly vanishes. This book. That's the Cooking Almanac of the Inner Sea by Jubilos Narthopple. His cooking book. Is it because it's just his cooking book and that's it? As well, it's a worn cooking book by him. A culinary almanac of the dozens of articles on practical alchemy, historical books, geographical reference books, and brilliant political essays are published. You chose a cookbook? Jubilos glares at you, then sighs heavily. Of course, any recognition is good. You want a culinary almanac, so that's what you'll get. Here you go, with the best wishes, the author. Received Cooking Almanac of the Inner Sea by Jubilos Narthorpe, signed by the author. What's wrong with your car? Oh, I suppose I should have led with this. Sadly, my cart is stuck, and my assistants... Jubilos casts a peevish look at the three gnomes shuffling awkwardly nearby. As it turns out, are completely incapable of applying the most simple practical skills and fixing this blasted wagon. I would appreciate your help, Commander. All you need to do is attach the wheel, clear the road, and calm the poor ponies. The world wound causes them great stress. You're asking me to fix your car? Me, the commander of the 5th Crusade and wielder of mythical power? Why not? Perhaps your mythical power allows you to snap your fingers and make a new car materialize. If not, I would be grateful if you would fix this one. Darren shakes his head disapprovingly. Your manner of conversing is audaciously or arrogant. It's appealing. I mean, appalling. Jubilos narrows his eyes. I don't recall you introducing yourself, young man. Count Daron Arenday at your service, Mr. Nathropple. Oddly enough, I've read about you in a news item on high society scandals. I stumbled upon it in the cabin of the Absalom ferry when I had nothing else with which to occupy myself. So I'm famous, even in Absalom? Daron smiles with delight. Infamous, perhaps. Not the sort of fame to be proud of, young man. Anyone can consume one too many Numerian potions and throw a wild party on the roof of a cathedral, but it's better to strive to gain renown through intelligence and hard work. I'm gonna attack him and kill him. What? I'll see what I can do. This is wonderful. I don't think me an ungrateful lout. I'll be sure to mention your generosity in the article I'll write about this encounter. I'm going to take some notes. You may get started on the repairs, Commander. Fix the wheel. Succeeded. After 10 minutes of work and a little bit of ingenuity, the wheel slides back in place, none the worse for wear. A thought just occurred to me, Commander, says Jubilost, who barely pays attention to your attempts to repair the cart. What do you think of your place in history? You brought a healthy, healing dose of chaos to the rigid order of the Crusades and opened the doors of Elysium. Who would have thought? Is this an attempt to interview me? Were this an interview, I'd be asking you awkward questions. I have plenty, believe me. Jubilost looks at you through his glasses as if he knows your every secret. I could start by asking about the source of the mythical power that made all of Mendev consider you the chosen one of the gods. And then move on to asking, how does it feel to be the hero in one of the greatest scams in modern history? But I'm not doing this, I merely satisfy my curiosity. Perhaps my fate has been far from ordinary, but I'm satisfied with the path I've chosen and the person I've become. And are those forced to follow you happy as well? Those who depend on you? Jubilost adjusts his glasses. Or are you one of those people who goes ahead without bothering to ask the opinions of others? Then again, who am I to lecture one of the greatest figures of our time? Be on your way, and Desna will aid you. I'll just stand here by the side of the road and take some notes. Clear the way for the car. Seated. Your efforts are not in vain. The pile of junk blocking the path has been swept aside. Lan. Hey, Mr. Nathropple. Did you fall asleep or something? I haven't heard any snide comments or philosophical rants for a good 6 minutes now. Something is clearly amiss. What was that? An attempt to practice your wit at my expense? Not bad for an amateur. Wit is a useful quality. Sadly, it's not always accompanied by the intelligence to assess whom you can safely mock and whom you should leave alone. Lan. Somebody, help! I can't handle him alone. Damon. Ask him why he allows himself to make such harsh remarks about all and sundry. Wait for his answer. It'll probably be something like, I'm just being honest. Then smile sarcastically. Man. Great. And if you could also explain how I'm supposed to smile sarcastically with a mug like this. I can barely smile. Period. Lan winces and a grimace appears on half his face. Young men, you should channel this energy in a more useful direction. That said, you already fight under the commander's leadership. This somewhat changes my opinion of you and your clumsy jabs at me. I'm almost willing not to consider you a pair of pompous juveniles. Calm the ponies. Seated. The pony's eyes seem oddly intelligent. You get the uneasy feeling the ponies are playing around with your attempts to calm them, chuckling to themselves. Still, they obediently stand where they're supposed to, ready to pull the car. That's it. I did it. Jubilos. I did what I could. What? Oh, yes. Well, I suppose I should be on my way. How unfortunate. I haven't yet satisfied my curiosity. But what can you do? Time waits for no one. I have the feeling there's something you're not telling me, Mr. Nartopple. Some strange slips in your speech and demeanor. Jubilos pauses. I must admit, acting is not one of my talents. I was hoping to casually run into you in a completely natural way and ask a few questions. But it is tricky to appear natural when this chance encounter takes place in the middle of the world wound and you come from the future. I come from the future. Jubilos pauses again for dramatic effect. Yes, exactly as I said. Some of my friends, many in number but acting as one, can do the most curious things to time. Oh my god. What's his called? What's his name? Shaika. Faye. And the other Faye that helped him out. I come from the future. Yes, some of my friends can do the most curious things to time. I humbly asked them for an opportunity to meet the legendary commander of the 5th Crusade in person. I desperately wanted to take a few notes on such a fateful figure in Galarian's history for my article in the Age of Lost Omens. I hope you're not angry about this small masquerade, and even if you are angry, I'm still satisfied. Age of Lost Omens. One of the 5 major historical ages of the Inner Sea region. It is the age in which we find ourselves today, having supplanted the Age of Enthronement in 4606. When the death of the god Aradin threw the entire planet into decades of turmoil and confusion. After Aradin died. We live in the Age of Lost Omens. Best of luck to you, Jubilos. Hope you come by these parts again. My apologies, but 1,000 more discoveries await me. I can't stay in any one place too long. But I am glad to have met you. This conversation provided me with much food for thought. Farewell, Commander. Having already turned to his car, Jubilos suddenly slapped himself on the forehead. Oh, I almost forgot. I was asked to give you this. This golden toad. Oh my god. What is this golden toad? We got that in the first game, but I didn't know what it was ever used for. We found that in the giant tree. Under the giant tree. What's it called? In the tunnels with the kobolds and the mites. Is it used for anything? It's just an Easter egg. It's just a meme. It gives you an achievement. Is it a relic? Counts as a relic or a notable item. I wonder if we can do something with it. Upgrade it.
Follow
Wow.
my steps.
Wow, that's so cool.
Let's head out. Let us be careful.
Oh. Maybe. In the caves beneath the old sycamore tree. Cool. Try and do this. What are these? Skeletons? Liches? I should probably kill them. Grave Knights. No, they all move fast. Archers. Doesn't even work on these. It does. At least unlocked. How you do it? Long ago, a necromancer settled in this remote corner of the world wound and made a deal with demons, promising to serve them in exchange for their protection. Undead guards kept watch on the towers of his terrifying castle, and outside its walls a tiny settlement emerged, inhabited by intimidated slaves. Now their imprisonment is over. More armies down here. Cool necrotic dagger. vampires, undead dragons, and more liches. Whoa, wow, demon, undead dragons as well, but still got most of their body intact. Paula's purple worm. What can the vampires do? Can they cause like fear or something? Spellcasting unit. Vampires keep their sanity and memories even in death, but pay a heavy price with their eternal thirst for blood. The battlefield is a perfect place to sate their appetite. Let's see what abilities they have. Vampiric touch. And melee them. Melee spellcasters though. Being melee range caster. Back to the Crusaders encountered a group of volunteers from Ustalav who joined the crusade around 60 years ago. Unfortunately, their leader, an influential noble, turned out to be an undercover vampire. He corrupted his army, spreading the plague of undeath among the soldiers before putting his unholy corpse to the torch. The Crusaders stripped his body of the ancient relics of his family. Ooh, graphic dagger. Try fight this army. Oh god, what can they do? Quite tough. Grand tier, mythic unit, undead. Decomposing reanimated dragons, whose bodies were turned into magical vessels. Ripening inside of them is a disgusting plague that's able to kill even a demon. Demon plague. When animals are stricken with are stricken with demon plague, they can arise as undead and further spread the disease. Demon plague. Fire breath and plague breath. Oh god. Fortitude saving throw failed. They're immune to it. Shit. God. Not doing much to them though. I'm back.
Drink.
Once upon a time, an altar of the dragon god Apsu stood atop this high mountain. His noble children used to protect this place of power from demons, the dragons. But the corruption of the world wound devoured their bodies and minds, turning them into undead monsters. However, even having lost their sanity, they never harmed the sacred altar. All dragons. And they get corrupted by the demons. New ability level 17. Haste. All units gain +2 to speed, +3 to attack, +5 to initiative, and +3 reflex saving throws for one round. Requires 30 energy. Target unit gains +1 bonus to saving throws and armor. And damage reduction 1 for 3 rounds. And a bonus to morale. 3 rounds. Fireball deals power squared +5 d6 fire damage to all units in a 3x3 area. Power square plus 5d6 to a single target. 4 energy. 12 energy. Spellcasting's not really her thing, but we could do that instead of Scorching Ray from now on. When stun doesn't work, unlike those undead dragons. Haste only lasts for 1 round. Way soon stun though. That's not bad. Power isn't much. 35, 5, 7. 37 bonus to combat morale. Power is 35. That's for 3 rounds though. Not bad. With defense, but I'm gonna get Fireball. I'll basically just replace my Scorching Ray. Army back. Take out Steam Army. We got these things. Giant purple worm things. Different to purple worms, they're called night crawlers. Ooh. Ghouls that stun you though. Don't like them. The Grave Knights are first. Stun last. Stuns him for 1 round. I think it's bugged. Do you have to... Shouldn't send for 1 round, shouldn't it? Or do you have to keep making successive saving throws? I think this ability seems OP to me. Doesn't seem right. That. Low morale causes zombies to panic. Zombies are panicking and running away from us. While they're stunned and can't move. Yeah. Zombies are afraid of us. And they're trying to run away, but they're currently stunned. I think that's broken. I don't think it's supposed to stun them forever. Having dealt with the undead, the soldiers start scouting the neighborhood, looking for surviving enemies. One of them attracts his comrade's attention with a shout. He's found some stones that look like the roof of a Sarkorian house. After some digging, the soldiers find ruins of an inn and the remains of a trade caravan that was carrying some valuable cargo, but was never able to leave this shelter. Use less demon armies, no? Save. Done that in a while. Crusade stuff. The Two Blades. A renowned artisan who forges enchanted weapons has come to the commander bearing two gifts. One blade is old and rusty, the other radiates heavenly light and is incredibly sharp. The artisan is offering the commander the choice of whichever sword fits him. What? Provides old rusty sword. Choose the radiant sword. Provides shining sword. What? I'll tell you what the sword does. All units gain the enchanted weapons feat for 60 days. Plus one bonus to hit chance against demons. Give both swords to Nenia despite the artisan's protests. Provides sword made by Nenia. What? What's up with this way? The Two Blades. Pathfinder. Look at the squares. The hell? Didn't tell me what I get. It's weird. Can't find much on it. Both swords to Nenio despite the artisan's protests. Why would he give me an old and rusty one and another one with 879? Why? Tell you what you get. Save. Try it. What happens? Sword gleamed in the commander's hands, and the artisan admitted mournfully that the old thing had been blessed by the gods to oppose evil. His whole life the artisan had dreamed of forging a worthier sword, but he never came any closer to perfection. The handing the old blade over to the commander, he left in tears. This is weird. Why is there no information? Radiant sword. Commander's choice filled the artisan with joy. The rusty sword had been blessed by the gods to smite evil. His whole life the artisan had been trying to create a better blade, and he finally succeeded. Huh? Reveal radiance. The artisan was stunned at the sight of the commander's weapon. In exchange for the right to study it upon occasion and learn the secrets of true craftsmanship, he agreed to join the crusade and forge weapons for the troops. We get a sword then? We have to wait. I understand. I'm gonna tell you what we get. Yeah. This is weird. This event. And what happens if I get to Nenio? Did you know that the rusty sword holds a divine blessing that the artisan has obviously been trying to surpass his whole life in vain? I wonder what happens if we melted both blades together to make a single one. Following Nenio's advice, the commander's loyal craftsmen reforged the two swords into one. The upset blacksmith left Dresden, cursing, "A damned airhead." I don't know what we get. I'm just gonna do that. It's the crazy one. Can't tell what we get. Whatever. I kinda want a guy working for my army though. Yeah, I'm gonna reload. I must get the guy to work for my army. Those. Get him on my good side. Don't want to piss him off. Right, let's recruit more though. Rangers or assassins? Okay, then Laughing Caves, which can't get there. Trap for the other. Go down there and teleport back to Dresden. Is that Demon Army? Who's that? I think so. Tintin. Why would you go that way? Yeah. Lania's that is. The Brillani is other one. Not available still. Okay. Wait, we can build here now as well. I want to do that. We're going up here then across. Oh, there's a team now down here. Okay. Nothing new. Still nothing. Yamo Azatas. I want the Brillani Azatas. The ranged ones. Man. Assassins. Yeah, let's go back down and kill them. Wait for them to get to us, but let's kill them now. Who's possible? Look, it's an animal companion if you want to carry more stuff. That's why they give bismuth to you, basically. That recovers in 3 days. Nice. Look at that again. Wait, no, you can go pick up now. Okay then, gonna go do Davin's quest. Could be interesting. A remote site in the depths of the World Wound where the Inquisitor Leator Hawkblade has set a ritual trap for the entity that haunts Davin. Oh my god. I'm gonna do this. Oh, I'll save him. Is he gonna break down? We're gonna have to make him think I betrayed him. It's gonna hurt so bad.
Our duty calls. I shall not fail. We should
Let's do that.
Aborone Sentes.
everyone counts on you.
Ona Diana. Inimosi. Travi. Inimosi. Travi. Inimosi. Travisi. Inimosi. Travisi.
The road awaits.
Ona Adayana.
Rely on me.
We should just cast
Observe the
legendary
others.
proportions all the time
Learn
now.
from their mistakes before they learn from yours.
So many of them. Extended version. 40 minutes now.
Together we stand.
I'm gone.
A bright future awaits us.
Oh, the waiting's
Yes.
never fun.
Dexterity on her.
I shall not fail.
I'm here.
Are we in
Where else would I
trouble
be?
yet?
I'm not casting Cat's Grace on her. Cast her highest duration spell. 2 Cat's Grace. Target Sealer. Target.
I'm all ears.
I will help where I can.
What do you got to take spell? For combo.
Mosi Travisi.
We will win this war.
$64 armor. 64.
Rely on me.
67 when fighting defensively.
Together we stand.
Even more, maybe.
Follow my steps.
Can't land from me.
Keen Dagger. Scroll of Summon Elder Worm. I can get that spell, can I?
Let's head out.
Oh, this is gonna be horrible. It's gonna be so painful. Leotir plays his role perfectly. He stands before the improvised place of execution, formidable and emotionless, like the living embodiment of inescapable retribution. Commander, I'm glad to see that you've held up your end of the deal. The Mendev Inquisition thanks you. We will take custody of the criminal now. Hard to read anything on Dawen's face. My, what a curious installation. Count Arendelle, the Mendev Inquisition finds you guilty of treason, criminal links to the demonic cults, orchestrating the murders of several of this country's citizens who were killed and decapitated by you or your accomplices in Canabris and a range of other places. I, Leotir Hawkblade, Inquisitor and Exterminator of the demonic blight by the grace of the Inheritor, have been authorized to carry out the sentence, death by fire. With the permission of the Commander, we will begin. Darren darts a glance at you, seemingly lost for words. Tell the truth, I never really cared about you. Let the Inquisition do whatever it sees fit. The truth? Or lie? Holy shit. I never really cared about you. I'll hand you over to the Inquisition without a second thought. Succeeded at the bluff. Inquisitor, who seems to be listening to something only he can sense, gives you a knuckle sod. It appears everything is going as planned. The rest of your companions exchange bewildered glances, but keep watching without a word, understanding that something unusual is about to happen. Darren seems shaken by your words. He looks away for a moment, then asks with feigned glee, "Burning at the stake, hmm? Trifle old-fashioned. I thought you would offer something a little more sophisticated for your noble clientele, but what interests me most is what your role is in all of this, Neil." Make him think that we don't know about his things, the creatures still though. Oh, I don't want to do that though. You're an arrogant, pompous brat who thinks too highly of himself. I've been watching you and dreaming of making you die a lonely, humiliating death. That is too painful. Bluff, Liam. Seated, Leader's face expresses undisguised approval. He shifts his stance, readying himself to fight. Anger flares up in Darren's eyes, but he immediately hides it behind a mask of indifference. Such a highly commendable act by such a truly decent person. Wouldn't you agree, Commander? Leatis stands motionless like a statue. He stares at you expectantly, as if asking your permission to continue. Intimidate. Seated, Leader gives a barely perceptible nod. A circle of runes starts to glow faintly at his feet. Darren listens to your words, never taking his eyes off your face, and only when you're about to finish does he finally break. With a shudder he averts his eyes, avoiding looking at anyone. His voice sounds hoarse. "So, this is how it ends. I suppose I deserve this, don't I? If you walk through life without showing any compassion or gratitude to anyone, it's highly unreasonable to expect someone to show compassion towards you." "Sorry. I have neither the time nor the strength to continue this conversation any longer. Do what you have to do. And I must warn you, there is someone who may be severely displeased by your attempt to kill me. Someone dangerous. Prepare yourself." Darren pauses for a moment, mustering his courage. There's a palpable shift in the surroundings. Everything seems to tremble, like in the moment before a thunderstorm. There are no bolts of lightning or rolls of thunder, but the sensation of some malicious presence, enraged and bewildered, rings through the air. "Leader, we did it, Commander. It's coming, right into our trap." Scream of a dozen voices, soundless but powerful, drills into your ears and resounds over the land. The ritual circle drawn by the Inquisitor flares to life.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Defeat the other. Do not allow the other to suspect an ambush. Good. Yeah. Way. Killer. 184,000 XP. Whoa. Immune to mind effects. Spells with the target. Ooh, damn. Physical weapon damage, only magical. Critical hits. Precision damage. Damage from non-magical weapons. Holy shit. You can do most things. It's like a swarm. Immunity magic missile. Negative energy and cold damage, and he has got some. He's got weird spell weird. Oh my shit! I should have. Oh, Damon's disabled. I should have got Dave. Oh no! He's our healer. Am I stunned?
To the fray!
We kind of made the other leave the circle though. Shout spell. Maybe we can heal her and seal her a little bit. Summoning.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
I'll do fireballs. No. Yeah, that would be anyhow. Area effect spells. But ones that don't hurt allies, so let's do the short fireballs. Oh, what happened? Song of Discord. Shit. Oh, we got him. A sudden silence falls over the battlefield. It's accompanied by the sensation of sinking into deep water, slowly and inevitably. The surface grows further. And further away, the darkness grows deeper and deeper around you, and below is nothing but bottomless black. Voices sound inside your head. No, not voices. Images. Ideas. They're like skulls. A swarm of skulls and spirits. Is it? Deal. The blackness seems to extend its hand, a vague extremity, an open palm. Deal. Let go. Let go of us. An agonizing yearning for freedom grows through you, piercing your entire self. It comes from without, but you feel it as your own. Reward. You get reward. Power. If you let me go, it'll give me a reward. Away. We will go. Away. The old door is closing. We will step back. A picture of Damon's severed head, dripping with blood, appears before your eyes, looking eerily real. What are you? A stream of feelings and images crashes upon your mind. They cannot be described in any language you know. You can only sense the general shape of them, the direction, the aftertaste. Space, void, death, infinity, journey, escape, hunger, over and over, hunger. What do you want? Secret. Keep the secret. Door. Close the door. A desperate desire to break free from the trap and escape lances through your mind and heart. I refuse. You'll die, creature. The feeling of sinking into the depths is replaced by the sensation of a whirlpool roiling around you. Death. Freedom. Freedom. Death.
They will break against our resolve.
Fully healed. Round 2.
The light take you into the fray.
Can anyone get rid of the confusion? We should have cast that before. We should have got him to cast that before we went into the battle. Enchantments, transmutations, and curse. I think it works. Summoning them to do anything. AoE's instant enemy as well, actually. You should do that on him. Someone Discord. Managing to damage me though. Interesting. I get immunity. I got a song, it didn't last long though. Do you have any magical effects on him? He's just like a swarm really. Protective aura. That's his abilities. Effects. Just those two. What about my other Azata abilities? I got abilities that make us immune to mind spells. At least one of us or something. I think I do somewhere. Rainbow Starform. Nice. Should do protection from nature. Level 6. There we go. Friendly Hug, level 5. Immunity to all mind affecting effects for a short while. Cast that on everyone. Myself is. I hugged myself. Oh. Immunity to mind effects now.
Is irrational.
Shit, Nenio's confused. Good. Don't do summon in this part, I think. Because he does confusion on his own. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Why did it hit? Why did that Soul Weaver attack affect Avu twice? Unholy damage 139. And direct damage the Soul Weaver. Restore yourself back to life while my power keeps powering you up. Damn! Holy shit! Maybe we can just restore herself back to life. It was insane. And heal herself. What in the shit? Demons come here. And killed it. Then Oh, Avery died, but
A
can you do
bright
Breath of
future
Life?
awaits us.
Didn't we get you Breath of Life? No, Inspiring Recovery level 6. Oh, level 7 spells. We can heighten it. No, why do we have to? I think summoning the having summons there just made it worse because he just caused confusion on them all. This can heighten the revive to level 7. Got level 7 spells left.
No reason to pause.
Yeah, there's 4 now.
I will help where I can.
Just it then.
Our duty calls.
Always be ready for the worst.
You are my favorite aid.
We will win
Can you
this
revive
war.
Dragon in time as well? Probably not, but I thought she can revive herself. But she still dies. Oh, I ran
Together
out.
we stand.
No. Come on, when we rest.
Rely on me.
Yeah, I'll do it. Fine. Damn, dragon. Damn, you.
We should prepare.
Lytia here still. Yeah. Darren. Darren wraps his arms around himself for a moment, clutching at his shoulders. With a slightly crazed look in his eyes, he surveys the area, his gaze never resting on anything in particular. His lips move, but no sound comes out. At last, the Count says, "It's over." Lytia. "I hope it is. The Commander and I spared no effort to home in on this entity and then to lure it into a trap. I assume now you understand the real reason behind everything we put you through, Count. I'm especially proud of my overly ruthless Inquisitor speech." "I like you, sir, not so ruthless Inquisitor. 'Tis a real shame that I shall have to kill you." Damon, what are you talking about? Well, Darren is speaking in a strange manner, apparently marvelling at the sound of his own voice, tasting each word on his tongue. Either that or the Inquisition will grip me by the throat and finally execute me, unless they decide to lock me up in some closed facility for clerics and mages that would look suspiciously like a prison. Leto remains calm despite the heavy toll of combat and the threat to his life. "Count, you are without a doubt guilty of being in contact with a vile entity from the beyond, and of concealing signs of its presence in Mender in the Crusade. That makes you an accomplice to all the crimes committed by this other, whatever it is." Darren, "Of course, Mendevian's justice in all its glory. It is my duty to pass your case to the Inquisition Tribunal, but I am certain that the judges will take into consideration your youth and the extreme circumstances under which you first encountered the entity, and they will treat you with leniency. I seriously doubt that the death sentence will even be raised as a possibility. But," Lydia pauses, "Count, can you still use your abilities as an oracle? What does that have to do with..." "You can. I'm positive of it. I know how abilities like yours work. Unlike clerics, you do not gain your power by choice. You do not choose your destiny. You are simply chosen. The other, whatever it was, chose you. You became its gateway and thus acquired your power. Now it's dead, but this power still remains with you." This means that the gateway wasn't sealed with the death of its creator. Hence you, Count, are an open road into the unknown where these horrible head-collecting entities come from. You remain a threat, and this means that there is a high probability that the tribunal will decide to send you to a closed asylum, where you'll remain under the church's supervision for the rest of your life. Do I get a say in this, Slater? Your achievements are great, Commander. Perhaps the Mendev Inquisition's tribunal will listen to your arguments, but I can't promise anything. Darren, do you have anything to say? Darren licks his lips nervously. Of all those assembled here, I may know the least about these creatures and what they were trying to do to me. I was simply instructed to keep my mouth shut, otherwise the next severed head would be my own. So I said nothing. I've been saying nothing for 10 long years, while they used me to come and go from this world as they pleased. Oh, I don't know how it works. I don't know if there is some road inside me or where it may lead. There must be another way to resolve this. Another way? I'm afraid there is no such way, Commander. Don't ask me to sacrifice my principles. I'll never do that. The only thing I can say is that the tribunal's verdict, no matter what it will be, will most probably not be carried out as long as active hostilities continue in the crusade. After they're over, we'll have to step in. Darren, actually, there is another way. You can kill me right here and now. Darren chuckles and waves his hand and rubs his eyes tiredly. I'm not joking, and I'm not being over dramatic. I'm not going to that damned tribunal, and I'm not going to any damned asylum. This life, so-called life, that they had prepared for me is everything I have ever hated with a little extra on top. I'll not be able to live like that. I never even want to try. I would much prefer to take one final breath as a free man than to live decades with a noose around my neck. Lan frowns. For someone like him, death really would be better than what awaits him after the tribunal. What? What? No. Sylvan. Send tribunal. There's no other option. fine, the tribunal it is. Don't want to kill Leater either. Don't want to attack him. Damon looks at you, then Leater, then at you again. His fingers tremble a little. I think I have met my limit for excitement for one day. First I thought I had been betrayed most cruelly, and I was being saved most heroically. Now I'm back to being betrayed again. Inquisitor nods curtly at the Count, then gives you a polite bow. Commander, I am more grateful to you than words can express. You have rid the world of a darker entity, and that is priceless. In any other situation I would have insisted that Count Arendelle would be immediately extradited to Mendev, but I will not. Out of my immense respect for you and your mission, I will go to Nerosian myself and pass the Count's case to the tribunal. The sentence, whatever it is, will be carried out later. And now, I bid you farewell. Just wonderful. Darren avoids looking you in the eye. I've been granted a little more time to keep fighting heinous demons in the most heinous region of Galarian, so that I may then be incarcerated afterward. Can we finally leave this place? It unsettles me. No, I don't want to kill Leater though. It's a good choice, but I don't like it.
It's an odd word. Freedom.
Why did you mention freedom?
Because it is a beautiful dream that will never come true. At least not for me. 10 years held captive by entities from the beyond, followed by decades more in captivity under pious priests. But I'm not complaining. Everything comes at a price. Today, I am the one being sacrificed. Tomorrow, it will be something or someone else.
So many questions for you, about the other and more.
Let's postpone this conversation until we are back at camp or somewhere else safe. Apologies, but I'm too exhausted now to talk about it. First, I need to convince myself that it's all over. There's one last thing I'd like to tell you before we go. Even though things didn't work out particularly in my favor, I am still grateful to you. At least I am no longer haunted by a host of entities from places unknown. This is more than I deserve, and you have shown me more care than anyone else ever has. Ugh, I can almost feel my teeth rotting with every saccharine word. There, I'm finished. We can go now.
Yeah.
I welcome your company.
Let us bide our time.
I don't want to attack Leater though. I want to save and see what happens if I attack Leater.
Our duty calls.
We just defeated him. be another way to... I gotta say this. There must be another way to resolve this. Cannot accept what you plan to do to Darwin, Leotir. Darwin stares at you with a surprisingly sincere expression of gratitude. I do believe that was the most significant thing anyone has ever done for me. Leotir, isn't that touching? Now, if you allow me, I intend to fight back as hard as I can to keep you from lawlessly murdering me. Goddess, Leotir Hawkblade takes his final stand.
Yet another obstacle.
Is an evil option? Oh my god. Minotaur. Even have.
Missed me
I told
already.
him
I
about
shall
that.
The waiting's never fun.
Yeah, it does seem like the evil option, doesn't it? Well, if we'll find a way to help Darwin, maybe just get rid of his abilities and close that door, whatever it is. They can at least live a normal life. I can't kill Leotir though.
We should prepare.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
Oh my god. Oh.
I'm gone.
He not even drop a thing. Just give 6 speed.
The road awaits.
Rely on me. No reason to pause. Lead on.
Oops. Send screen again. That's quest complete. How about to fear the demons? We leave behind, accidentally leave on the table a teleport scroll to the other side of the world. Those portals to the ineluctable prison. Not so long ago this was the location of the portal leading to the ineluctable prison. Now this is just another piece of abandoned land. You can't go in there. Teleport back now then? Teaching for 3 Crusaders. Oh, marksman, nice. Sisters of the Golden Nerenes. Pay for his marksman. So I'm built everything I can. A lot of money. Yeah, maybe we should. Spend some time doing that in a bit. What? Sila? Land and Ellen. Ellen looks calm but determined. Commander, I'm glad to see you've returned from the abyss. Dragon's turn. Sila and you unraveled the demon's plot. Alright, here's the deal, Commander. Sila gets straight to the point. While we were in the abyss, these folks discovered where the souls are being kept, the ones that were stolen by the demons. Well, I wouldn't say we discovered it exactly. I may be a cleric, but there are limits to my power, especially here in the World Wound. However, we do know the general location. When I was looking for the souls, I had a vision. I saw a rock that looked like a gravestone, and beneath it was an entrance to a cave. I know that the rock is on the outskirts of the Winged Wood. It was not difficult to recognize the ancient forest. It's been burning for decades in an unquenchable fire started by the demons. I'm certain that this is where the souls are being held, but I don't know what awaits us beneath that rock. Neither. Anyway, Ellen and I have decided to go there, find the souls and rough up any demon or cultist that gets in our way. We would love to have your help, Commander. You have any idea what's inside the cave? No, we don't, but we can guess. Do you remember what, or rather who started all of this? The esteemed jeweler Derek Sunhammer and his damned trinkets. Well, we did some digging on him. We believe he's one of Baphomet's cultists. Think about their methods, their magic, and their ability to infiltrate society and strike when least expected. It all sounds exactly like our jeweler friend. If we're right, we think this location might be a cultist hideout. Makes sense that he would take the stolen souls to a safe location in the wound. What happened to the bodies of these trapped souls? Are they still okay? We were going to move them to Canabris when the Queen evacuated the city, but we couldn't. It was too dangerous to transport them. The clerics needed to focus all their efforts on sustaining the lives and health of the victims, and there were armies of demons roaming the roads. So we stayed in Dresden. Eleanor's brave friends protected the bodies. They defended the infirmary in your absence. Many of them were grievously wounded, but they succeeded in their task. Alright, I'll help you. Ellen nods. I'll leave at once. I'll scout out the area and keep watch on the cave and its surroundings. I'll share my findings when you arrive. My heartfelt thanks for your help, Commander. Now I should return to my duties as a cleric. I have much to do in Dresden. Sila. Oh, I'm just itching to give my blade a taste of those soul-stealing cultists. But the most important thing is that we save the victims. That's exactly what we're going to do. Thank you, Neil. I just want you to know, I really appreciate your help. I know these cultists are our enemies anyway, but I'm glad that you're not ignoring the plight of ordinary people, like the ones who were robbed of their souls. Neria, Jana Aldori. A figure approaches you, but it takes you a moment to recognize who it is. It's Jana, the ill-fated deserter from the Eagle Watch. She looks very different from the last time you saw her. She's calm and collected, though her face is a little pale. You notice a scar on her right temple, jagged and fresh. Seela, Jana! Seela beams at her friend. You're here? Yeah, I'm here. Jana falters and blurts out. Seela, how can you be smiling at someone who failed you? Left you to fend off demons on your own, and then told you a bunch of nonsense afterward. I thought you'd never want to see me again. Seela, I mean, I'll definitely give you a piece of my mind once we're in private. Seela pretends to look stern. But I'm really glad that you're okay. Seela's words bring a small smile to Jana's lips. Then the former deserter turns to you. Well, let me tell you why I'm here. I have business with you, or rather, a request. Commander, Jana hesitates, then continues resolutely. I know about the stolen souls. I want to help you search for them. I've come to ask if you will let me join you and Seela on this mission. Please, give me another chance. Why do you want to join us? Because I can't stand by and do nothing, Jana exclaims vehemently. This entire story began with us, with our League of the Inspiring Car. Then I got cold feet and abandoned you. And then you saved me in the Molten Scar. If I don't help you now, I'll feel like I've been written out of my own life story. How can I trust you? How do I know that you've changed? Last time we fought demons together, you ran away. You abandoned us, and you deserted your unit. Seela, people can change, Seela says quietly. All I have is my word. Jana meets your gaze resolutely. My word, and my desire to redeem myself. It's your decision. Very well. I'll give you a chance to redeem yourself, Jana. Go with Ellen and help him. We'll meet you there. Really? I won't let you down. Seela. I'm not just saving a card full of booze this time. This is much more important. But that just means we have to succeed. Failure is not an option.
I shall not fail.
Who's back? Vigil's still paralyzed. Invitation from the Three Crusaders. Air. Gonna glitch because there's nothing.
Follow my steps.
It's like stuck there. Broken. I think it's because I went straight there without going to the council room first. Yeah, it's like stuck there now. I know we already dealt with it. We went straight to the court. The shop sells some stuff. I spend the money on doing some building.
Let's head out.
Music and skin. Need to buy the soundtrack.
Everyone counts on me.
Look at these long games. Great music, great characters, companions. This game is the game of the year for me.
Let us bide our time.
See this quest, Weebor's quest, deal with the bladesmith, Finian's quest, find Captain Sealkind.
Let us be careful.
Let us stop there for now, though. Let's treat a break, and then we'll continue. I can get done. Do more building. I know more money on building. And try and do Sealer's quest. And these other ones. Exploring the world. I was back down there where I just was. Sending our army up here. These dust armies. This last area. girl free. It's just like stuck like that. We've never been in this location. Yes, we are. Pitched. That quest. Try again, I guess. We'll stay there for now.